right, we ready? All right. Double check. Yep. Double checking audio right now too as you're talking. So just making sure I got it. Yeah, sounds good. Okay. And here we go. 5, 4, 3. Not yet. It didn't transition. It just won't transition on me. Okay. That's fun. Okay. Transmission button just isn't working. I'm clicking it. It's not transitioning. Okay. Let me try something again. Okay. Single. And there we go. We are live now.
Like rolling?
We are rolling. Welcome to the show.
Okay. Welcome to the show, everybody. I am Matthew James. I run Synesthesia. This is For the Record. And of course, I am always joined by Meta of Pax Machina. Welcome, Meta. And our very special guest this time, Martian, also of Synesthesia. He is our label A&R and a dubstep producer or bass producer in his own right. And has been doing amazing work out here. Gentlemen, how are we today?
Fan-freaking-tastic.
Man, you took my thunder. That's what I was gonna say. I'm doing great.
it's like you always come prepared with like one or two, and then if somebody says it, you're like, son of a.
Gotta get it in first, baby.
No, so glad to see you guys. Honestly, we're so blessed to be here and be doing this thing. We have a very special show today. It is the Insomnia Fest. You know, it's funny you say that, Chris. I was about to tell people, and so you rudely interrupted me. No, and we are doing the Insomnia Fest competition for main stage and side stage. So, yeah, it's gonna be really dope. And you guys are also playing this thing, right?
Yeah. Let's just shamelessly plug ourselves too. Me and Martian, we're doing our first ever back-to-back. I literally have only ever back-to-back with like a handful of people, so it's a rare thing. But I know Martian's got the skills and the variety, which is the most important thing. We're gonna bring some killer stuff.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, how about yourself, Marsh? How you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling great. I already know what Chris likes for music, so I know him and I are like on the same page. So yeah, gonna be bringing the heat. It's gonna be fun. So, but same here. I don't do a lot of back-to-back, so it's gonna be a good time.
It's one of those things
Very
too,
cool.
where like so many people don't like, and I feel like some people show up to back-to-backs unprepared. Like as soon as we hear about it, we like started texting back and forth, like, okay, cool. Like, what is your stuff like? Analyze that. What speed is yours? Analyze that. And like, what kind of vibe we're looking for, and like how we, how do we want to? And so I love that we're coordinated because we're gonna bring some dope ass shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's different. I'll dive into that for a second. What do you think makes a good back-to-back, you know?
I think it's good to combine both energies. If you just have, one person, I've seen back-to-backs, there's some bigger stages where it's like someone will play back-to-back with, I don't know, Excision or someone. It's just like an Excision style sound. And I'm like, well, I wanted your sound with his sound, I wanted, her sound with his sound. I wanted the mesh of you too, like Grizztronics, right? It's such a good example of like the mesh of the two melodies. You're like, that really is both of them so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, completely agree.
Yeah, no, I think the same. I think it's been difficult. Like I open format, so when I have to do it with a bunch of different DJs, or if I have to try to blend, what I'm going for is that middle ground, right? So what's my sound that I know is kind of your sound, and then how can we play that while also still like respecting the environment if we care for that. But no, it's dope, man. I'm stoked. Shameless plugging myself. I'll be on the main stage. Whoever's going to be playing or opening will be opening for me, I think. So, very stoked on that.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's get it really quick while we're still letting a couple people in the chat here. Martian, let's just go into a little bit about the Martian project.
Yeah, Martian started like 10, 15 years ago at this point as like I would like to start producing music in college and played some bars on Mill, but electronic music hadn't really caught yet, so kind of put it aside, kind of produced in my own little bedroom producer or whatever you call it. But yeah, just kind of getting out there, started DJing more shows, and trying to focus more on production. I think that's where I want to kind of put the energy into it. So yeah, just been trying to do that more this year.
There you go. Awesome. We've seen you come from a little bit, and you've been kind of doing like the A&R factor with us, and been kind of like the help on the label side too. And we're just honored to kind of have you on that and see the growth. I know for me personally, it's been really cool to work alongside you, but then also see you as a producer. You've come a long way in a little bit of time, in my opinion, as well.
I appreciate it, and it's been a blast helping you guys out. I mean, it's a different side of the industry you don't typically get to see, so just understanding how the process works helps a lot. So.
Yeah, I think so
I think
too.
that's been one of the most rewarding things so far about doing this, is hearing people like say so much about the feedback and like how much it helped them and how much it, like, again, because I think too many people in this industry don't give honest feedback and also don't give like helpful feedback. It's like, I liked it, or I did not like it, or it was good, or or there's actually in-depth stuff, but also just honest stuff. Too many people are afraid to say like, oh, it wasn't my vibe, or I think this wasn't, like, it didn't hit as hard as it should, and too many people just want to give their buddies the whoa, sick dude. And that literally, I've always felt as a producer, I'm like, that doesn't help me at all. That doesn't, wow, it was dope.
Right.
I'd rather you say you hated it and why, all the reasons why you hated it, than just like,
exactly.
Cool.
Yeah, critical and honest feedback. I mean, even from people who aren't necessarily producers, like, it's always good, in my opinion. I'm always challenging my friends. Okay, what do you think about it in some way, right? Give me some descriptive. I think that a lot of times as artists, especially as we're growing, I think a lot of that stuff is really important for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, speaking of that, we got lots of people to be able to help grow and learn and give some feedback to. We have a couple different segments that we're going to roll into. We're, again, just letting some people roll into the chats. We want to introduce Martian. We want to introduce the people who do not know what our show is and what we're going to be doing today. So first and foremost, again, we are For the Record. I myself am Matthew James. I run Synesthesia Records. Martian, our special guest, is the A&R for Synesthesia Records. To whatever direction, I don't really know, but Chris is Meta, who runs Pax Machina. That is our sister label. They're a more bass forward label, but at the same time have been very much in the ethos of EDM, specifically AZ EDM. So Meta and I do this show bi-weekly. We listen to the tracks that are submitted to our labels live. We give them reviews, and then we post them for promo and for other stuff, as well as, again, give feedback for producers to grow. This is, again, a very special one. We're doing the Insomnia Fest Volume 16 competition for main stage and our stage, Sin Stage. That means that the opener, whoever we pick amongst us three, plus a little bit of the audience vote today, means that you're going to open for either the main stage or the Sin Stage. And if you didn't submit, you have your chance right now. Please go ahead and do it. SynMusicAZ.com/submissions. We have, I think, about like 10, 15, somewhere in that realm. So we have a good amount to go to. I'm really stoked on it. So that being said, I think, what up, Too Soon? What up, everybody in the chat? Appreciate y'all.
Dude, all the homies.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. It's good seeing y'all. Thank you guys for being here, for sure. So we're going to get into it in just a second here. Last thing that I want to plug too is that we have our Discord. Our Discord is up and running. Now, I know I told you that, synmusicaz.com/submissions is how we take that. And that's usually the case, especially for Synesthesia Records. If you want to submit to us officially, please go ahead and do so that way. However, due to the nature of what we're doing with this and just the fact that we kind of want to keep things a bit separate and easy for people, Discord is now going to be the easiest and best way for us to receive your music. So if you go to Discord, there is a channel. It'll walk you right through it, exactly what to put. You submit it onto there. And the cool thing about it is there's a spotlight starboard. So the community interacts. If you get 5 reactions on there, it automatically goes to the starboard, which means that our A&R team automatically sees that a bit faster, and we'll put that in the highest priority going forward into our streams here. That being said, we're also going to try to get these up on YouTube. It's still in the process, so thank you guys for dealing with us for all that. But we'll also lastly just say thank you again for the growth. It's been amazing to be here with this. So anything else from you guys before we go forward?
Let's get going.
Yeah,
let's get it going.
Tunes.
Cool. We're going to start with the side stage submissions. So Meta, I leave it up to you, my friend. Pick whatever you want.
Man, how do you not pick that first one? What a title. What a title, man.
All right. If you don't see that, that seems like it's MK's and the song is Love to Sin. Genre is acid, and I'm excited to get into it. Let's go. All right, here, just because we didn't explain it, go ahead and play that last drop just so we can hear it, see if there's any difference in that. Oh yeah. All right, that was MK's Loves to Sin. Very, very, very cool. One thing I didn't mention is we normally don't listen to the whole song just due to time limitations, so we'll usually only pick a drop. With this stage, right, we're doing the experimental stuff, so actually this kind of fits within the boundaries there. I'll start a little bit. I love the bright colors and feels of that. There is so much like ethereal, like wonder, almost fairy vibes. Very, very digged. I'm a big fan of like breakbeat type stuff. So especially bringing old hip hop, boom bap type drums into that. Really great with the sampling and really love the vibe. So I really digged it overall. Don't know what I was expecting, but I'm happy to hear it.
Yeah, I would say I definitely agree. Percussion choice was absolutely amazing. Definitely fit the like whole vibe that they were going for. Also when the chords came in, I really, really like those. Really cool chord structure. I guess my only critique would be that I wish it was had a little bit more like progress to it. It kind of like was the same movement over and over again. I wanted like it was the same waves, which I like waves, but I want a little bit more action. Sometimes a little more roller coaster. So maybe I wish I had a little more fun, like fun variety to it. But it definitely like is something that like it feels like the almost like an end credit song to a movie, you know? So yeah.
Yeah, I completely agree with what you're saying. I did like the sounds, the chord, the synth, whatever you use on that synth was popping. Like it just brought certain feels, like almost like cruising down the boardwalk on a like a lowrider bike or something like that. But I think if you could just shorten the sections a little bit, that might help the space feel so empty. Kind of what Chris was saying is like it gives it more room for all of that to kind of like fit instead of kind of being drawn out and like just kind of flowing with the same repetition. So
All right. Boom.
My bad. I'm muted on something, but I was going to say just a big echo on the same. If I were to give a critical feedback onto that, there were to be something along those lines. But
Heard. All right. Let's go. Should we just go in order then?
let's just go in order.
Yeah, why not? Why not? I'm gonna get too much anxiety about choosing if we don't.
Well,
do that, so.
let's see how long. Okay, so it's only 2:44. I was wondering because it says it's a mix. Pushy Plasma featuring Inertia. Love to Party After Party Mix. No notes on it, but stoked to listen.
Yeah.
All right, Pushy Plasma featuring Inertia. Love to Party After Party Mix. I really dig that. I love the switch up onto that. I love the vocals. You know, I love the raunchy lyrics. I love the vibe of that because it matched it. That was really fun, for sure.
Yeah, definitely have to agree. I especially when I started paying attention to the lyrics, and I was like, "Oh, these are dirty."
Yeah, the second verse kind of hit in there, and you're like, "Oh, okay, all right."
Like, oh, dropped an F-bomb. We're getting legit here. But just right from the beginning, again, it was very interesting intro. I really had no idea where it was going, and then it just came in, just I was like, "Oh man, this is hard. This is some Blade, techno club stuff. Obviously not, but yeah."
Yeah, and throw it into bass too. There's like a dubstep beat type.
I said it was when we're talking experimental, man. This is a good mix of things, and a good just like a fun song.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, sometimes it also, like, what's your definition of experimental, right? Is it just like throwing a bunch of genres at a wall, or is it just doing it a different way? And I don't necessarily think that that's what they did, but
I was just gonna say
sounds.
Yeah, the intro like effect that they have going, the arpeggia, is just like insane. It was kind of like weird at first, but it really grew throughout the song. Like all the sounds seemed to go better, like really well with it. So
yeah, I agreed. I think so. They said they took me back to the rave Blade. You said the same thing, Blade scene. I think that
Okay,
like that's
crazy.
that aggressive. No, I think that aggressive arpeggio and stuff that was in there. That's the reason why you feeling that way. And it's again, really, really good job. It's still in my head, the love to party thing. So great job. Love that.
I'm gonna have to run that one back because I didn't catch up on the lyrics.
I don't know, man. We might get flagged now. We'll see.
Okay.
No. There, we'll see.
First time streaming on YouTube, instantly down.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and if you guys didn't know too, we're up on YouTube right now. We'll see how long we stay up. Due to you guys and your copywriting thievery.
Arr.
Yeah, pirates.
Boom.
All right, moving on. This is Montgomery. I don't know if that's their DJ name, but they're saying that the song is with the fellas. They are applying for this, saying they produced it in FL Studio using Serum 2 and some vocal samples. Their name is Monty Dubs. There we go. Monty Dubs, and very grateful for us. We're very grateful for you, Monty Dubs. The song is With the Fellas.
Outside with the mob, with the mob, with the mob, with the belly, with the belly, with them, 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 with the belly, with the belly, with the belly, with the outside with the mob, with the mob.
All right, Monty Dubs with the fellas. See, now to me, that's more experimental bass.
Yeah, can we throw this in our back-to-back this weekend? Like...
You're right.
Hey, that's what you're asking, right? Is this the right fit for it? Seems like that's a pretty good answer. This does, to me, I will say, hit all the notes of the experimental side of it, while also being a very fun, well-produced song, I think. Love to see where the vocals come from. Maybe we already got taken down on YouTube again. But, you know, again, I really, really good production on the low end side of that. It was really fun. And if anything, just a bit too repetitive. You know, I think you could have said the same thing in a little bit of a shorter time and we could have gotten some more out of it.
I'm very interested to hear this not on headphones, because I looked down and like the music mixer for the audio coming from Vrave it's like way over peaking and I had to turn it down. Yeah. And I'm listening and I'm like, this is good, but it's not that loud. And I'm like, oh dude, that bass must be banging right now. It's like I'm sure that low end sub is going hard as fuck, because like it, you know, just you could hear it already. It was dope. But just because I could see how much impact it was having, I'm sure it also fills up a bunch of the song. My one critique would be that it's a little bit of distortion, so maybe it's just like coming out too much, but yeah, and then you know, again, like you said, a little bit repetitive, but definitely just super interesting sound, almost bassy and trappy. So it's just, I love like riding that variety.
Yeah, I did get that like trappy vibe from it too. I really like the sound, but I do think it does need to be polished a little bit if you're gonna try to make it like the entire focus of the song. But there was one part, I think in the middle of the drop, that kind of had that like sound or whatever, and it like caught me off guard. And I saw you too, Meta. You were just like, oh, you have the same reaction I did. But love that kind of like, I don't know, random effects going in at random spots, you know?
The little details, the nuance, man.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when it fits repetitive, right? And it's not necessarily that it's repetitive, but maybe there's not as much motion into it. Stuff like that and detail and nuance can really stick out. And that's maybe where this track is at. You know, maybe it needs some polish and some nuance and some top and some bottom or whatever, you know? So good call.
But I love your description as like a dry heave, like
Let's not.
I mean, that's a good compliment for some experimental bass, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's exactly what you want out of that camp. All right. Moving on. We got Fling, the boy Fling. What up, Fling? I know he's in the chat. Give it up for him. Sent in this. It seems like a VIP. Said, thanks for putting this all together. Trying to play either stage would probably fit better in experimental. It's not a demo submission. This is just for the festival competition. He plans on self-releasing this one. So we get honored to be blessed this, guys. Excited to listen. This is Deja Vu VIP by Fling.
Had the strangest feeling of deja vu.
All right. Fling. Deja Vu VIP. I can see why you're blessed and why you want to self-release that one, man. It's really, really, really good. Yeah, I'll let you guys start. Who wants to kick it off?
Yeah, dude. The DMB. I mean, I immediately when the drums kicked in, I was like, and I knew Fling was probably gonna be DMB. But as soon as the drums kicked in, I was like, oh, I'm feeling this. But I did not expect the dirty sub rollers. Same thing. Again, I can't wait to hear it not on headphones because again, I had to turn the volume back up and I turned it right back down because it's same thing. But I love it. I love how each one again made me. It was like again same with the dry heave. It made me almost like it's like it's a dying animal. I was like, oh god, it's the fucking DMB of the chair. It's like that's perfect. It's exactly what you want from rollers. Also super weird and out there. So yeah, big fan.
Yeah, I kind of like the dark like undertone it had, like the theme throughout the song. The sounds went really well with it. The drum sounded really clean. It sounds really well put together, and bum we can't release it, but totally understand the self-release. So
yeah, totally. I mean, I got to agree with everybody. I mean, as soon as those bends started going on, my face was like, oh, what the fuck? Really, really great. I'd love to hear them in hi-fi speakers. I think you absolutely killed this. I don't want to echo too much of what everybody's saying. I honestly don't really have any critical feedback for it either. I think it also fits the experimental stage side as well. Even more so as a DMB artist. So, again, like it's just DMB can sometimes not necessarily fit it within that realm, and I think that this does hit that pocket. So, well done, Fling. Well done. Alrighty. The next one seems like it is a flip / bootleg / whatever. I'm excited because this is one of my favorite System of a Down songs.
Goodbye,
we're definitely
YouTube.
gonna get.
It was fun.
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, we were on YouTube for a little bit. This is this is System of a Down Spiders, but it is the tossed version because it is by Salad, and we're excited to listen to this and get into it. So.
Piercing radiant moon, the stormy of fortune, all the life running through her head, approaching night and night, her shallows in the dreams are made winding through my eyes, through my before you go, your lives are open wide, the beaches keep them tight, all the life running through her head, the spiders all in tune, the evening unknown, dreams are made winding.
God, I'm a sucker for System of a Down, bro. That was
That
really
was
well done,
beautiful.
though.
Yeah,
I was gonna
that
say it
was
was really
beautiful.
well done, though, too. I gotta give some flowers on that. That had a lot of really good motion. I loved how you went with the low end on it. Every verse in part with it felt as a amplification of the old song, which is exactly what I want to hear from a remix, especially one that I really loved. I had a hard time even cutting that off because I was like, "Fuck, I'm gonna keep singing this. I gotta go." So it was good, man. That's the best compliment I can give.
Yeah, no, I listen. What I do is play bass remixes of like punk and alternative and metal and hard songs. So I am very critical, and I've heard all of them. You know what I mean? I've heard every remix on SoundCloud and Spotify and all of them, and I just went through and I looked for even some more, and I found even a few I haven't found. So I'm very critical, and yeah, this was awesome. Very cool. Again, I really like how understated it is. I really like how it doesn't try to be, like a thousand different things. It doesn't try to be 1,000 different sounds. It's like it has, what vibe you want to go with, and you stay true to that. But it's not repetitive, because as soon as you think it's going to be repetitive, you switch up the wubs and you hit them with like a different growl, and yeah, very, very, very fun. Also, I really like the echoey and the kind of boxy sound of the vocals that you did. It definitely I know that's probably for copyright, but either way, it definitely adds to the song instead of just seeming like a cover up. Yeah, definitely a big fan of this.
Echo everything he said, because yeah, like you hit it straight up. Like I think a lot of times, like if I were to try to remix this, I feel like I would go over the top and ruin the song itself. But like the way with the lows that you have, it just complements the vocals in the original and the feel so much of like it's hard to tell like that's not the original. Like, kids born nowadays are gonna think that System of a Down. But no, yeah, fantastic. That is a fantastic remix, and I hope to see it, streaming somewhere soon. So
Yeah. And we also do remixes, so if you're trying to, release that somewhere, give that some light. But no, that was really incredible sound. Love it. Also love the branding, the tossed. It's very fun on the remix stuff.
The
So
toss
kudos
version
bonus
for
points to
sure.
that.
Also, if you got more edits and remixes and stuff, send it my way because I'm always looking to play shit like that. So, speaking
Yeah,
of stuff we were like
for
looking
sure.
to play, like that's exactly down the line. So,
exactly.
Exactly. I would also say too, in certain sets, this would be very easy to throw into mine. So, let's I am going to here's what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna announce the winners after we kind of listen through everything. It did get a little convoluted. Some people said they want to do both stages. Some people said they want to do this and blah, 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 blah. So just to be kind of fair, just so we can kind of hear everything, we're kind of just going to go through it all. And then we're kind of going to give our notes if that's cool. So for here going down, I think we've already kind of get onto these. I think everybody, has a great idea of what the side stage is going to be like potentially. And we're going to move on to our main stage stuff. All right. It's okay. I know a couple people put either stage, and that's why I just don't want to sit here and punish people. It's not our first time doing this, but it is our first time, as for the record, kind of trying to get a lot of this in line. So we appreciate you guys understanding with it. But yeah, so going into the other side here, this is going to be who we're going to be listening to from main stage. First one is X-Rated. And I know when you guys sent like 5 tracks in, I'm not going to listen to all the tracks. I just picked one. If you do want me to play something else, tell me right now and we can play that. But I picked the one that I kind of, thought was dopest from just a quick preview. This song, again, is by X-Rated, and it is Puff Puff Pass. And yeah, let's get into it.
Puff, puff, pass the weed, pass the blunt. I know you like the Mary Jane, so back it to the front. Boy, stop it, smoke that chronic. Get your eyes up off my chest. I'm supersonic, hypnotic. Can't hit this, but try your best. Puff, puff, pass the weed, pass the blunt. I know you like the Mary Jane, so back it to the front. Boy, stop it, smoke that chronic. Get your eyes up off my chest. I'm supersonic, hypnotic. Can't hit this, but try your best. Puff, puff, pass the weed, pass the blunt. I know you like the Mary Jane, so back it to the front. Boy, stop it, smoke that chronic. Get your eyes up off my chest. I'm supersonic, hypnotic. Can't hit this, but try your best. Pass the weed, pass the blunt. I know you like the Mary Jane, so back it to the front. Boy, stop it, smoke that chronic. Get your eyes up off my chest. I'm supersonic, hypnotic. Can't hit this, but try your best.
Alrighty. Puff Puff Pass.
That's a
X-Rated
bop.
remix. You liking that one? All right,
That's
what are
a
you
bop.
thinking?
I mean, everything up from the lyrics to like the beat, like I mean, that's just like straight up. You play that at any rave club, even bar, maybe that's gonna be a bop.
weed event.
Weed event, yeah, for real. So trendy
Extreme.
right now. Weddings,
Yeah. Bar
hot
mitzvahs.
box in the shed, like
Yeah.
come on.
Well,
Shower
I will say
times.
these guys, everyone pretty much submitting knows their audience, right? I mean, it's like the sin labeled one, the low key DMB, the hard, the metal song remix, and then we got we literally we all
These do feel a bit targeted sometimes.
we both lit up at the same time. Like, okay, I see you guys. Yeah, no, definitely big fan. Love the lyrics. I mean, especially if again, if that's from a famous song, I don't know, but if it's original lyrics, it's freaking awesome. It's clearly a remix, right? So it is. But I love the vibe. It definitely got me like up and jumping. So.
Yeah, I would say same. I love the well, and we've been listening to a lot of bass, right? So the switch up on house was nice. I love the aggressive feel to it. I think that matches the tone of the lyrics, which is kind of what you want to hear from it, especially on main stage. You kind of want that like bouncier, upbeat, while still having energy and still being aggressive, particularly within the house spectrum. So I definitely dig it. If I was going to critique anything, some of the mix master, there's a bit of muddiness. I don't know where it was coming from, but it felt a little bit to me. I think that just maybe some of that fine tuning, letting some of the sound and elements shine, could make some of the low end and stuff drive a little bit harder. But yeah, loved it.
I let my intrusive thoughts get to me. I forgot. I was like, oh, what's on this tab? And I'm like, oh, that's right, I am live. I was like, what's this other stuff?
ADHD in action.
I cannot. I'm just scrolling like, oh wait, shit, I am live and it's my screen. So yeah, yep.
At least you have good thoughts, right?
Yeah.
You forgot a pass, man. You went puff puff, but forgot a pass.
See what you did now.
Oh, whoops,
See what you did now. X-rated. You caused this. This is a chain reaction. Alrighty, going on to the next one. Swamp Station. Again, you sent in a bunch of them. I kind of went through and I actually picked the original versus the remix you sent in because I thought that the original kind of stood out in a cool way. Yeah, this one is Infected VIP by Swamp Station.
Great. Infected.
The samples in that are fucking insane. All right. On top of that, really well produced, really well done. I like that a lot. Infected VIP Swamp Station. What's your thoughts, guys?
I really liked it. Love the sample choice. Especially because I did a song a while ago called Clendathu that like it got some samples from God, I can't think of the Starship Troopers. And so I feel like it kind of reminded me of that vibe. And I love the squirtiness and the oh my god and the stuff like that. It's very fun. I definitely think it could use a tune up to the like mix and master. It wasn't quite as clear as I'd want it to be. I really like the growls. I really like I feel like the kicks weren't coming through enough. Like the whole the actual song itself, the placement is fine. I just want a little bit more like turn up. I need a little bit turn up to the extreme. But super fun, and again definitely it's fun to see people like clearly use samples intentionally rather than just like using them at the exact spot you expect them to, or just like letting AI make up some shit. Like this is clearly like made with love.
Yeah, much echoing on what you said. Love the vocal samples in there. They almost tell its own story, but yeah, just loud banger, like just in your face. this goes hard for sure. Yeah, that's it. I mean, I think you could what he Chris was saying is like pull out the drums a little bit. They did seem a little bit quiet and didn't like punch as much as I wanted them to, but just spend some more time with the mixing and the mastering, and you'll be good on it.
Hell yeah, I loved it too. I think again for a main stage sound, there's a lot that you can do with that. You know, you're not sitting there. It's a little bit of a laid back but still aggressive tempo. You can go up, you can go down. It could be a great opener. I loved again the samples. I love that obviously that he said Super Troopers. Or no, was it Starship Troopers? I was like, not the right one. For the sampling and all that. So killer job. Love that. Alrighty.
Now that you mentioned it though, sampling Super Troopers to make a song, you know,
Never a bad idea. Never a bad idea.
Anyways. I can't hear you, Matt.
Whoops. The next one is also one that I who submitted a bunch of tracks, and I went through and then found what I thought was kind of the most standout in my opinion. Their name is Vampire or Vampire. I don't know how to pronounce it, so you know, forgive me. But this one's called "Fuck It All," and yeah, it seems like some drum and bass for y'all.
Everybody keeps saying, hold it together. But the walls are cracking. The lights are flickering. And honestly, fuck it all.
Pressurizing in my skull, static screaming through it all. Another night I lose control. Another system overload.
Everybody wants a piece. Everybody drains the beast. Burn it down and set me free.
Tonight there's no saving me. Fuck it all. Let the baseline break the floor. I can't break this anymore.
Little fingers do it all. Metal thing, my feelings in.
All right. Fuck it all, Vampire.
Yeah, this is another one that feels very targeted. It says, yeah, 100% exactly this kind of style that I play, the very like fucking aggressive rock, you know, punk D&B. So I definitely like I like the system, and fuck it all is exactly something like sounds like something I would make. I will say it does kind of seem like they're AI lyrics. You know, someone mentioned that in the comments. It definitely, because specifically, I love it was very, very anti-establishment, but none of it really made any sense. It was like, I was like, wait a second, like it could be poetic, you know, but I'm like, that's so poetic. I don't really understand why those things are together, you know. And also these two are amazing singers. So if you have two amazing singers singing this, then fucking props to you. And this song, like, you know, get it signed ASAP because it's fucking amazing. But it definitely it is a little suspect.
Yeah. Go ahead, Martian.
Yeah, I mean, this is the drum and bass that I go to every time. But I am a little sus with the vocals. Unless you're doing it for the lulz. But yeah, I don't know. It's hard to tell nowadays, but fantastic track as far as like the instrumentals. Yeah, Suno maybe.
Yeah. Well, and I'll say this too. Like, here's the thing: is like, if you're using Suno for like AI vocals, which I think is maybe a case here, the problem is I think that you used most of the song to be generative instead of, you know, producing like either the low ends, the tops, or whatever. That's why a lot of this might feel not cohesive. Some of it feels rushed. The lyrics again feel too meshed together, and like he's saying too, is this. If you had two great singers like that, you would kind of want to spread out some of this and make a little bit of a different way to introduce some of those elements, in my opinion. But overall, great approach. You know, I think it takes creativeness. We will not be entertaining the idea of generative AI as songs for winners of this competition, though. So we will kind of look back and see if that is the case. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Going forward.
Oh,
Technus 10.0 by Zorro. So, some more dubstep. Okay. That's it. Let's get into it. All right. Technus 10.0 by Zorro.
that's fun.
That's a yeah, you're throwing a lot of sounds at that. Not in a bad way either. Like that's just as somebody who doesn't even align with dubstep, I could respect where you're going with a lot of that different stuff. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts though.
I don't think I've heard one of those sounds before. Like, not gonna lie, those sounds were very unique, and they all like seemed to go together really well. And there was just so many elements. Like, there was like a little rhythm fake out, and then it went to like some like 2018 dub, and it was just like, okay, I haven't heard this in a minute, so I loved it all the way around. So
Yeah, it reminds me of like AU5, however you say it, AU5, and Trivecta, a bunch of that like early stuff. Like I really was into that very like again just melodic, bass mid tempo. It's a lot of different like weirdness, but man, really fun. Again, super interesting. Definitely, if we're talking like progressive, we're talking like, I feel like this is definitely more experimental, like, because that to me is like the king of the experimental side, because that is wild and out there, but also relying on those established beat patterns and established, again, the rhythm thing that everyone goes oh, and then they go, wait, what the fuck? What is this? But it's still like on beat. It's still interesting. It's using sounds they've never heard to make it. So yeah, I definitely think you're pushing the limit there. If I had to give one critique, I would say maybe not so much change up, because it scares normies like us, and so you're not gonna have it's not as easy to access. But also the difference, what makes Tipper Tipper is that he says fuck all that, I'm gonna do what I want, and people go, yes king. So in the end, do your thing.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, I mean, it's hard to say if this fits even more as main stage or if it's experimental, because it is very experimental in its own right for dubstep. If you were playing a lot of this, and I'd really be interested, please send in your EP if you're looking for a label release, because we would love to hear it. I'd love to hear your full expression of this. I don't know if this is the full, artistic approach that you're trying to go with it all. So, again, really well done though, and I think the unique criticism is something you should take very highly. So great job. Alrighty, Lil Keed, It's Up, but it's the Tino flip. Let's go.
Not gonna lie, I've never heard a Little Keed.
I feel out of touch all the time now.
Shit.
So.
Who is Little Keed? Jesus Christ.
Lil Keed, like Lil Keed.
crawling. Gucci sweatsuit, yeah, they thought I was jogging. I'm taking these front and these back ends, these rexing. Nigga, fuck your plug, heard he texting, we whacking. Bitch, I'm ballin' out, I got bad bitches at my house. Yeah, that hoe too late, so I get her mouth and I kick her out. Yeah, Chanel shoe box, for the rest, don't safe it out. Yeah, these bitches see me, but they rest in the club, they falling out. I'm a millionaire, yeah, with that rich and really. Yeah, these niggas envy, put rest on their head like beanies. Yeah, I could've scared, but it when I read it. Yeah, they back in my pants, extra green like spinach. Yeah, in that whole mall, like she lost her jewels. With some crips too, yeah, but I'm big blood, back shoot at the roof. Why I said that, cause she said it, try she tryna choose. Now that her best friend look, I got a big yeah. Get that whole I put my power in it. Yeah, when you see me, know they red flagging. Yeah, that's how my blood goes. Yeah, every day that smoke inside the stand.
All right. Tino with his flip on Lil Kid. It's up.
You say it like that every time. Man.
Lil Kid.
Lil Kid.
Lil
Lil
Kid.
Kid. Yeah. So I honestly, I love the song in two parts. I love the intro with the whole trap drums, everything. Very, very well. Those drums come in beautifully, and it definitely, and those 808s are beautifully loud. I would gets that like fucking, again, I was like, oh shit, it's time, it's lit. And I love the drop, but I don't feel like the vocals match the drop very well. I don't feel like they were timed very well, but I also feel like they're way understated. So either bring them louder or just try to find a way. I think maybe it's a key thing where like they're adjust the key so that it just like maybe like sits in there a little bit more cleaner. But because they definitely just feel like it's when it gets to the drop, it feels like two separate songs. But taking the vocals out of the drop itself, I really, really like the drop. I like the samples that you use. I like the switch up a lot. So it's a really, really fun track. I like the two different parts separately, and I want to see them become a full song. A real boy.
Martian.
A
little kid.
I love that trap's like kind of coming back, like low key. It's coming back. I love that genre. It's been a while, but skeet. Yeah, fantastic song. Yeah, I would agree with Chris. The vocals seemed a little out of place during the drop, like hard to follow. Either bring them up and make sure they're in the same key. But other than that, like the drop idea is fucking fire, and then the beginning vocals with what you had going in the beginning was fire. It's just trying to figure out how to get them to kind of mesh together. So
yeah, I would say the same thing too. Lock in their cohesion, echoing a lot of the different stuff, get out that timing down, and then I think you lock in a little bit of the production on the sound, and you're golden, man. I love that where you're going with it. So great job, Tino. Let's keep it going. How are we looking on time? We're about an hour in. All right, that's good stuff. You guys have been killing it so far. I really, really, really appreciate all the submissions. We're really close to the end here. I'm gonna just double check, make sure I didn't get any other submissions over the time. I know. Well, I had a lot of promo out there, so I don't know. Okay. Cool. Next up, big homie, Lilac Silk, released with us many different times. I love them very much as an artist and as a human. I'm excited to see what they've put into here because almost every time something is different. They usually have a very good groove in all of their style and low end, but they'll do bass and they'll do house. Yeah. So this is Run It Up by Lilac Silk.
Let it wrap around.
Run it up. I like silk. That was very strong.
Fun.
Very strong.
Yeah, no, I'm a fan, man. That I from the very beginning. And again, it's that's one of those house songs you can literally just play from the beginning because it is lit like from the beginning to the end. Like right from the beginning, I was like, I'm bouncing, and then like I was like, man, this drop better hit hard because this is this is going pretty hard. And that drop hit, and I went, oh. So again, that's by the way, that's me in the club. Oh, when the drop hits, yeah.
How about you, Martian?
The synth you used in the second half of the bar for the drop was like brrr. Like I don't know. I go crazy for those weird sounds, and like that one hit home. Fantastic song, really well produced. I mean, even your build was very unique in its ways. Like I don't know, it's just hard to find house music that have unique builds nowadays, and so I really appreciated the different type of build. So
yeah, and I bet even the second trap would be quite a bit different and all that sort of stuff as well. But again, like here's what I'll say without echoing a lot of it. I think it was an incredible track. I think we can all kind of recognize that, especially from a house spectrum. I think it fits in very well with the Dirty Bird vibe, which is something that she's done before. This also is a really good example of originality, but also fitting like a main stage vibe. So like you could play this on main stage, you can play originals, and it would feel like you should be up there. And that was definitely something that I was going for in this competition. And yeah, just overall, again, incredible production and incredible groove and vibe, and well done track. So, all right. Is this the last? Oh my friends. Okay. So we're going to do this last one, and then we're going to Congress and talk about it a little bit and see which ones we are picking for winners of each stage. And we'd also love to hear your guys' opinions and stuff too. So this last one here is by Wolf King, the Wolf King, excuse me. And I gotta put some respect on a man's name.
Okay,
it's not just
that's not a Wolf King, okay? It's not
he's
just any
the
Wolf
Wolf King.
King.
Of course. King of Wolves himself. This song is the new rhythm anthem, Click Cod. I don't know. All right. Yeah, there we go again.
You fell in love with something that will love you back. And that, my friends, is silk. It doesn't judge you. And I won't either.
All right, the Wolf King giving us some new rhythm anthem. Click odd. Yeah, what are you guys thinking?
it's that rhythm. I love rhythm. No, I love the fake outs that were used. Kind of like I don't know, it got me multiple times, but really well produced, like put together. It sounded really well in the mix and the master. I wish I didn't have headphones because I want to hear the bass actually hit on my sub. But yeah, great track.
Yeah, I really like your. I love rhythm. It's my favorite. Like you could not have been less accurate. Rhythm. It's the best. Yeah. Yeah, I was a little mixed on this. I like a bunch of the stuff you did. I do feel like it is very main stage in the sense that it feels like a bunch of main stage samples from other songs. that are kind of spliced together. So if anything, I feel like it's more of like a flip, more of like a plate, less like a song, because it feels like a bunch of samples put together and not necessarily like it doesn't have that flow that I kind of want it to have. And I know that's a lot of the rhythm style is very choppy, but this feels like chopping between multiple songs, which is badass. But it definitely, I also think the quality on the songs needs to be bumped up a little bit more because it feels like they were a little bit more. That's how I can kind of tell they were like samples. But I love the flow and I love the direction, but I just think it needs to be cleaned up a little bit more or have a little bit more like originality to it.
Yeah, and I would echo a lot of the same. I think it fits very well as like an opener. It almost feels like this would be your opening mix instead of like an opening track itself, like he was kind of saying. But overall, love where you're going with it. Just hard to place as again like a mashup, bootleg. Where are we at with the track itself? And again, a bit muddy in certain places. But love the direction and love the samples and all that sort of stuff as well. Okay. So I'm going to say this one last out there. If you guys submitted to our track stack or any of our different channels, you didn't hear your track and maybe you didn't list it that it was for a separate stage, please go in the chat now and let me know so we can listen to them last before we make our final decisions. We have our last one here. If nobody else, puts in, I put it at the top there, Meta. So this is from the homie Albro. We called it. The song is called Belligerent. And this is for the main stage comp. So let's go.
Yo, I love those snares that sound like hitting a light pole or something like that. Like I go crazy for that.
Smacking
shit.
a couch.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That was okay. That was good. I love that. That was fantastic. The snare choice was fucking phenomenal. Fuck, I'm running out of things to say. I feel like I've said so many compliments tonight. Like I got nothing left. No, I loved it. Great use of your drums and everything like that. Yeah.
I will say, as we came in, so glad we caught this, by the way. I'm so glad we were able to, what an ending one. As it comes in, because the intro is very long, but I'm like, this is very epic. Again, it's very targeted. It's a lot of the type of music that I listen to, the tear out, and it very much matches that vibe, which makes sense for the long intro. But I was like, and then the build up, I was like, it's kind of long, and then you have the pre-drop, which is like a very long pre-drop, and I was like, man, this better go hard. And then it went boom, and I was like, oh yes, it fit. Man, yeah, it hits hard. Those low ends are just coming through her, and the top end is stacked so perfectly on top of it. So it's just it hits you exactly where you want in that tear up feel. I'm sure. I mean, this live inside a pit would go hard as fuck. I can't imagine it shaking my body already. So, Besides that, I mean, no critique for me. I loved every part of it.
I had to check my headphone because I thought it was like blowing out. That bass was going so hard.
Dude, yeah, I'm so glad this got in there too. I do think that this also very much fits PAX. Like this is a really good fit for that whole label. You guys, if you're interested, Albro, hit up Meta, hit up Pax Machina. Tags are at the bottom there. And they would be interested in working with you on this as a release potentially. So
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm not going to go over a lot of the same echoes. I think it was really well done. I do think that this is, as an original, a really great thought, which is awesome to hear tonight. As a main stage forward sound too, this also fits within that pocket, particularly of Heavenfall. I think it does have a really good, nice. It's slow but still heavy, and then a lot of breathing, but still has some really great ethereal vocals into it. So, great job on that. Yeah, I think I'm not hearing anything else. That's going to be it then for the submissions tonight, guys. So you guys have all your notes and everything?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Wait, you guys were taking notes?
Yeah.
You guys were listening to songs this whole fucking time?
Yeah. I was just wasn't sure if we were about to ask, like, okay, let's go over them now, or like I was like, or did I just take him a decision?
So here we're gonna kind of let people know again and give just a little bit of an intro, and then we'll kind of go So if you guys didn't know, what we just listened to was a bunch of competition submissions for our festival that we're doing in conjunction with Low Vision. We're throwing the side stage called the Sin Stage. We're holding a competition to not only open for us onto that stage, but also the main stage where Heavenfall will be headlining. This is at the Fillmore Warehouse this weekend, August 1st. Starts at 10 p.m., goes until 5 a.m., I think. So 3 different stages too, plenty of, if you love all this stuff, you will love exactly what that is because it's just a bunch of different stages going at once with all different music. So please check that out. Low Vision on everything. We'll get you there for the tickets and all that. But as far as what we just did was listen to them, and now we're going to pick our favorites that we're going to nominate to open on those stages. I'm going to kind of like moderate, take some points and notes. I want you guys in chat, if you guys are playing along the whole time and paying attention, drop who you think should be opening for main stage and drop who you think should be going for sin stage/side stage. Well, however you want to S it. It's fucking hard to say. So
stage.
The success stage.
Say that 10 times fast.
So send those in. Let us know. But we're gonna. Does anybody want to go first? No. Okay. Meta, you're gonna go first then.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Let me pull up my notes here. So are we talking about, you want to go to the side stage first?
Yeah. Let's do side stage. Who would be your votes for side stage?
Yeah. Do you want to go over feedback, or just want to kind of go into voting?
I would love feedback too. Yeah, I think that's great.
Cool. Yeah, I think so. Going side stage, I think we had a lot of interesting submissions, and definitely a bunch of different variety. But if we're looking at like the terms of an experimental stage, I think I kind of have to narrow it down. Like I love the energy of Loves the Sin. I love the Pushy Plasma. With the Fellas is very, very fun, but I feel like all those don't as much fit the vibe of the kind of like lineup that's already there. And I kind of lean towards, I want some D&B. I love D&B. I want a little bit of D&B. I already feel like I'm gonna probably be the only person playing D&B, and it's only part of our set. Surprise, leak. But I want to see, I kind of want to see that, but I also really, the System of Down Spiders is just so much fun, and so well produced. So that's what I literally, as we were listening to the other tracks, that's what I was kind of thinking of in my mind. I think I would have to lean towards giving it to Fling, just because it is an original song, a VIP of an original song. And that to me is just like adds that little extra element to it. Again, the System Down is amazing, but it is like a remix version. So yeah, I just think if we're gonna give it to someone who's a little, if it's gonna edge out, then I think I'm gonna give it to Fling.
And would you still say that if you also took in consideration the main stage people?
In what context?
Meaning, like, so if you were voting for everybody as a pool in one to the side stage instead of just the people who submitted to side stage, would you still also say that?
I think that the best the best one that fits the most of the side stage for me is the Technos Zoro. I think that one fits, is the most experimental for me, but that would have to be going on the side stage. But just because that for me hit all those boxes.
Cool. That's all right. That gives me good information. Don't worry, guys. We're gonna figure it out together. So love that stuff. Thank you so much, Meta, for the feedback. Love it. Martian, you're on the spotlight, brother.
The spotlight. Yeah. For my side stage, it was tough. I had 3 in mind that were kind of like I can't really pick. Plushy Plasma, Love to Party. That was a fun track. Fling Deja Vu. I don't want to echo what Chris was saying. And then the Spiders remix was a bop. I didn't take great notes. I'm not gonna lie. I just kind of numbered my favorites, so I kind of dropped the ball on that. But I did for my number 1 go with the Spiders remix. I think that was Salad.
Yeah,
but that was my number 1, and then Fling number 2. So.
Cool, and I'll bounce that other question back to you too. If you took everybody into consideration, would you also still, or is there somebody else you would throw into the hat there?
No, I think the 1 and 2 are strong contenders.
Cool. Guns, man, I love it.
Yeah, I love that too. Okay, I'll go in, and I think for us it's going to be a winner unless you got some people out there who want to say anything different, but. So going down the line, loved Love to Sin. I think again, like it definitely has experimental feel. It's a bit too light for this particular lineup. Pushy Plasma almost as the opposite, is a bit too hard and fits even almost more on like a main stage type vibe, but it was really, really good and stuck out a lot. With the fellas also, we really hit the more experimental side of what I was looking for, but it got down to me for the last 2, which was Fling and Salad. And I have to echo what Meta said, which is that one of them was an original and one of them was a flip. And to me, the original, if we're going for a producer challenge, that's kind of the top of it, because you're putting something out there that again is your own saying, in that I think that we're trying to develop onto these stages. Not that Salad doesn't deserve it. I think that's kind of the point, is more that for these we wanted to put more on the producer forward with originality. So for us, I think that's going to be Fling on that, and putting him through for the side stage to open. So congratulations, Fling. Imagine we had confetti and all the other stuff.
I was
going to
put
the
Discord thing, but it was like, it's gonna fuck everything.
Oh yeah, okay, never mind.
There we go. So you just raped everyone's ears. Thank you for that. Okay. So anyways, Fling, thank you again. We will reach out. If you can't for some reason do it, we will then be reaching out to Salad as the runner up. It seems like that was the contention based off of Martian's pick and also my second pick. So all right, guys, going on to the main stage. Yeah.
Is it me first?
All righty. No, I'm gonna go Martian first this time.
Oh shit!
Because he's unprepared.
All right, let me look up my notes real quick.
Cool. We got him on screen too. That'll if you need to look at who they were and blah 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 blah.
This is what I needed,
helps.
like a Jeopardy soundboard. You know what I mean? Soundboard just.
All right.
Is that a dated reference? Or Jen's gonna get that?
Oh man, I heard someone say that whistling is becoming a lost art. Because like the kids nowadays never were bored enough to whistle. Anyway, tangent. I'm trying to buy time. So the last track we listened to, Albro, I think was the name. Really love that track. Really love the drop. I think the build up and the intro kind of need some work, but I really love the tune. That was my number 3. Number 2, I had the Zorro. I hope those are like self-made sounds, and if so, please keep refining those because those were some brand fresh new sounds. Definitely need that in the industry right now. That was my number 2, the Zorro Technis 10.0, I think. Yeah. And my number 1 was the Lilac Silk Run It Up. I don't know, just it had a very good vibe to it. It seemed I could just picture it being played on that stage at the main stage this weekend. So that was just my number 1.
Okay.
All right.
Meta.
Again, in my head, I want to go through them all. But just some of my top would be, and I really like the Technis, but in my opinion, again, I really like that for. I feel like if that's main stage, it's gonna scare some of the normies. It is a little more experimental. So if I'm like looking at a more main stage sound, especially for this event, I am. My next 2 were also Run It Up and Puff Puff Pass. I really like, but I got it. I had no notes on Belligerent Valvo. In my opinion, that is, a clean ass song. I think it definitely is, if we're going for like a main stage sound, it kind of meshes with kind of the sound they're already looking to play. I already know some of the other people like Too Soon and stuff that are playing on that stage. Like it fits that vibe for me just so perfectly. And personally, when I hear a song and I go, wow, no notes, it's hard to vote against that. So I got to give it to that. But I would say Run It Up would be a tie. Run It Up and Puff Puff Pass to be tied for a second.
Oh, you're putting it on me, dude. Oh my goodness. All right, let me go down them. Again, really gonna look at these from an originality standpoint beyond the remix factor, right? So that cuts down a couple of these. A few of them were mashups, a few of them were flips, some of them were, a little. So, if that winds it down to All Bros, Swamp Station, Technis, or I'm sorry, Zorro and Lilac Silk, I kind of have to echo a lot of they said. To me, ultimately, Technis, Lilac Silk, and Allbro can fit all of those. And I think, it's really difficult because for me, I kind of have a tie, and I was kind of seeing where you guys are going to go with it. And then you tied it for me. So my tie goes to Lilac Silk and Allbro. I think those are the 2 that it kind of hits. I know.
You can't tie though. That's not.
Well, I know. So this brings us to an interesting point, right? So it does bring us to a tie. Do you think, I guess going to the judges here, should we leave it to chat? Should we do a chat 1-2 and listen back to those songs really quick? Because we didn't do some of the drops, so we can do the second drop on both of them and just get a chat 1-2.
I also think a second drop would help us decide.
Exactly.
Well, let's do that. All right. So it seems like we got a tie. Lilac Silk and Allbro. We're going to go back and run the second drops here for both of them. First one is Lilac Silk. And then we'll go into Allbro.
Run it up and then we break it down. Your hands, put them up now. We can run it up and then we break it down. Your hands, put them up now. We can run it up and then we break it down. Your hands, put them up now. We can run it up and then we break it down. Down, 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 down.
Lilac Silk, run it up. Very strong. It's really strong. It's so diverse, man. It's got a lot in there. It's not just a house song. It's a very well done emphasis on bass as a house track, and that's what I really, really enjoy about I think anything that she does. So,
Also, just
all right.
go
ahead.
Just the riser back in. It was so like coordinated with the song and so fun, and just again I was like, oh man, this is gonna be nasty. Like you know it just from that.
Yeah, and especially as a main stage thing, man, it's really fun. And it's that bouncy type aggressive bass house is really fun as an opener. It really does fit well.
Boom.
All right, let's go. We're going to do the second drop now for All Bros Belligerent. We are going to decide amongst the groups. We'll leave it up to chat if they're going to be, if they're going to, you guys want to vote with us, we'd love to leave it up to you. But if not, we'll decide ourselves. So, Belligerent All Bro. Let's see. The hard one.
Oh my god. What?
I think that made it harder. Like,
I literally was like this time. I was like, man, I'm afraid for Albro. I don't know if he's gonna. And then that was so hard. It was so good. Like, man.
I will say I've got my decision though. I've got my decision. So,
what's your decision?
I got to be the tiebreaker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I got my decision. I know where I'm gonna line. I didn't tie this time.
Okay.
No, I didn't tie this time. I could have tie breaked it, but I did have a tie. I wanted to see what you guys did. So, I do have a lean way. Let's see what you guys lean.
I still gotta give it to Albro just because to me again it fits. I think it fits some of the other artists on the lineup. Even though again it's not wrong having something slightly different to open up either, but. To me, it's just more. Again, it was one of those things where it was the first one was so good and it had to fucking live up, and then the second one was like, all right, well, damn, okay, it did. So, yeah.
Man, I think you just made my vote. No, I'm just kidding. I'm still gonna have to go Lilac Silk. So
yeah,
I mean, I'm a bass head. I have to go. Like I want to go there, but I don't know. That first track was just so good. Anyway.
Yeah, here's the thing. It does absolutely align more with Heavenfall to be on All Bro. Lilac Silk had a better produced track. And I think in the diversity and the way that it went through it, that's where my vote's unfortunately going to swing for this. And I am going to say that, Lilac Silk is the winner on that. It's
fortunate for somebody. Yeah.
It's unfortunate for a few, though.
But it's unfortunate. It's fortunate for Lilac Silk. You're like, unfortunately. I mean,
But no, I'll give her the praise that she deserves. Congratulations, Lilac Silk. We're gonna give it to you. I think that both could have fit either way, but one of them was just a little bit better produced, in my opinion, and does fit the vibe in both of them. So, I again thank you so much, guys, for sending this in. This has been fun. I hope you guys had a lot of fun on that. this is going to be something that we do in the future, and we also do this show bi-weekly, in which we bring on special guests from across the industry, professionals that I know within my career, and same with Pax Machina, Metas, and just interviewing and listening to tracks and then signing them to our labels. Again, it's just we get to team up with certain people like Insomnia Fest and the rest of them, and do these collaborations. And with the response that we had tonight, we'll definitely be doing more. So thank you again to everybody, and a big shout out to Fling and Lilac Silk for winning it and sending in. But I mean, give everybody who done it just a great round of applause. You guys really, really, really killed it. It was very difficult. I mean, yeah, I wish it was even staged to the fact that I really, truly promised that I felt that way about both tracks. So, incredible job, guys. Thank you guys, and everything. We're gonna keep going a little bit. We got a couple different little segments and stuff to kind of show you some new music and things of that nature. Please, if you would like to do more of this, go on to our Discord, type in !Discord. It will give you an invite. You can submit your tracks onto there. You can get a part of the starboard. You can communicate with all the different people that we have across the industry. It is really forward. We will no longer be accepting TrackStack for the record. TrackStack is going to be specifically for Synesthesia Records submissions. So thank you again to everybody. Let's get into a couple different things. I asked my friends here to bring a couple tracks. Okay, Missy, Meta, you look like you got it ready. What do you got? Oh, yeah, so I asked you you got to tell them what it is, which one it's about. So,
I haven't, because I'm the producer, so I haven't prepped, dude. So the first track, I mean, you go over the prompts because I don't remember exactly what.
I'm asking you, which one is this? Is it the one that you're obsessed with, or the one? I asked them to bring one that they're obsessed with right now, and then one that they like, a producer that they feel deserves more, and either one works. So
I have both. So first one to do is a producer that deserves more. I am very, very biased on this one because this is the homie Jimenez, who I believe is in the chat right now, who submitted the song here on For the Record a while ago, and it just came out today. So it is a super, super original track, and it definitely deserves lots and lots of love because it is, again, super original take on some bass music. So I'm going to play a little bit right now, and you guys can enjoy with me.
Oh, yeah.
Jimenez in the chat too. Welcome. All right, I gotta say this. I didn't even tell you, like, in person. The media and the fucking promo and graphics go so hard. Pax Machina's new direction is just insane. I will just say that. So any producer out there who is getting the chance to work with them, you guys are fucking lucky because Meta is an incredible promoter. But this was a really fucking fun and amazing track. I love that you guys signed this. And this is from here, right?
Yes, absolutely. yep, this was submitted here. And even then, we submitted it. We gave some critical feedback, and he took it. He applied that feedback. And the second time I heard it, if it was already sold, I was like, it needs this little bit of change. And he went, okay. And he came back with that little bit of change, and it was exactly what we needed. I'm so proud to have this on our label. It's just such an interesting take, such a fun track, so it's unique samples, everything. And we'd been on a hiatus for a little bit because I was looking for something. I received a lot of stuff that just, it's good, but it just didn't match, again, our vibe. We just have a very specific vibe that we customize, but we when we find it, we really, really like those tracks. And like you said, that is one of the benefits of signing with us, is that we really go, thank you, Jimenez. Yeah, we go hard as fuck on the artwork. I'm a graphic designer and video designer, so I do all this stuff myself, and I have a lot of experience. So if you get a chance, go look at our Instagram, and you can see some of the stuff. We still have more videos coming out later this week, even more promo that it just looks badass. We really like to take these tracks and just that match our style, make stuff that fits our style, and put out a very again, stylized kind of set list. So yeah, I appreciate it, and thank you, Jimenez, for releasing this with us.
Hell yeah. All right, I'm going to bounce it back to you, Martian. You get to pick one, either one you're obsessed with or one that needs some more spotlight. What you got?
Shit.
Also, did you send these to me?
I didn't send them.
I can fill if we want to.
Yeah, go to SoundCloud. The spotlight.
Never mind. Well,
okay,
hold on. Yeah, send it to him in the send it to him in the chats or DM him. Okay. And then we will get that. But all right, Meadow, what's your next one then?
So now, again, you said one that it was like stuck in your head, or one
that's stuck in your head or whatever. You just said.
Just I've been jamming to lately, and it's literally this song. I've seen the short little video that just on Facebook enough times that it's been caught in my head, and it's funny.
Fuck, I hate that.
It's funny, but it's also a really good song. If this came out in 1980, this would be like a hit song. So yes, it's called Mr. Jumbo, and it's let me go to the right point.
Picked a song from the 1980s?
No. It just came out. It should be. It sounds like it should be.
I was like, I totally gave the wrong assignment.
No, it just came out recently, but it just, you'll hear the vibes. Anyway.
Hey there, Mr. Jumbo, out there in the African sun. Do you ever get tired? Hey there, Mr. Jumbo, will you share with me the jambalaya living in your soul? And then he told me,
if we didn't have a copyright strike, we do now.
Well, I couldn't speak his language, I couldn't even understand a word. But I knew his meaning was what I decided I had heard. He said, the love you seek is in the valley of the soul. The love you seek, it's in the wisdom written on the ancient scrolls.
That's all I've listened to of it, but it's already been enough. I know all those lyrics. I've only watched the video a couple of times.
I'm like low-key upset and like not upset at the same time. I don't know what I exactly expected. I do know that it wasn't that for certain, but that
I was looking for other songs. Like, all right, what is hot right now? And then I was just like, dude, Mr. Jumbo is stuck in my head. It's so good. So unironically amazing.
I love it. All right. Dalen, did you send anything into him? No.
Yeah, I sent a link to Meta Discord.
It's okay. You can just DM me and I'll send something. But yeah, so I guess I've been building like different stuff for my set and stuff this weekend. I found this one dude. I don't think I'm actually gonna play him. But I really love his direction and the way he's kind of like been doing with this, or doing like his, not only like promotion, but hitting and like every song that I went and listened to him other than this was also a fucking vibe, which I think is like a huge thing for a producer that I'm kind of trying to find and put on. So I'm sending it into to Meta here now, but the song is called Grit, and the really cool thing about this is he used the sample from Satisfaction, like yeah. And I think he did a really original take on it, especially for a house song. And like I was gonna use it to like do like a jump up, but I just don't think it fits the vibe with Heavenfall. So I wanted to give it a little bit of a spotlight. And I think that this is just a producer, Saray Certain. He needs more love. he's gonna blow up, in my opinion. This track is Grit. This is, I think I'm butchering it, but Saray Certain.
One, two, three. One, two, three.
All right. Hello, Spotlight.
Yeah, that's a fun track.
Yeah, right. I like when people do something different with a sound I already know, like familiarity, but in a cool way.
And I'm all about, like, again, and adding grunge to anything. So it was like bouncy, but it was grungy, you know. So it gives a little, like, you know, fuck you mainstream kind of feel.
Yeah, and like out of like my house these days, it's got to have some sort of like edge and like something to it, especially if I'm gonna play it on a more like main stage feel. But you know, also too, it's like I feel like house is just fucking stale, and this is from somebody who loves house. It really is. Like there's so much blah tech house out there.
That
Hot
deep
take,
bass
but-
line, yeah, that deep bass line
Yeah.
really like changes it up.
Totally. So all right, so I sent that link to Meadow. What is it?
It's a Space Yeti track. This guy I've been following for a while. Still pretty small. Had a song that was like a little like melodic dub. But this one just came out, and this reminds me of like something that I'd hear out of like a Skrillex set. So
Fuck
definitely
yeah.
a bop.
Okay, let's go.
Shout out Space Yeti.
Space Yeti.
Hear the sound. Hear the sound. Hear the sound. Hear the sound. Hear the sound.
Bring that beat back.
Hear the sound. Hear the sound.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I okay, that's pretty disgusting. I get why you liked it.
Yeah, I did. That's why I had to. I faded out, and then I was like, I can't.
Yeah, I saw
Can't
both
stop.
of your faces. I saw both of your fucking faces on that,
And I
man.
was like, oh, here's a good point. And then I was like, no, it's a build up. No, I can't.
The fake out build.
Dude, everything I've been trying to find for this weekend too has been like aligned with something of that nature too. That's such a really cool, like, so for me, I love like the garage breakbeat type style that it's in between, got those really breathy bassy stuff. Like Born, you know, there's a couple out there. Viper Active does a bunch of that shit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Dude, yeah. Shout out to Viper Active, the homie. I love him.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, like this is just a really, like you said too, like, I don't know. I'm kind of taken away. I thought it was dope.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely. Again, it reminds me of very like early Owsla, which also includes my boy Porter Robinson, who, you know, again, that hear that is just it very. I love that and I love the melodic nature of it. It's also funny that even just, like it, again, the whole like Japanese arch, you know, and you know, similar. You said similar to Skrillex and like Kyoto, you know, with the
Yeah.
with the same album cover.
I
can
definitely
see-
felt Porter Robinson too.
Yeah, I could definitely, again, I see where those inspirations come from, but again, it's not like, you know, just that sound. It's definitely a take on that sound, which again is one of those things where that kind of sound is missing. You know, some of those old fucking, you know, Skrillex stuff like still hits, like with you friends, and I'm trying to think of the other.
That's a bop.
Yeah, it just
Oh my gosh, gotta go
some-
listen to that soon.
some of those old mid tempo and like D&B like remixes that he did, like the old neurofunk style like mixes. Like it's just
Yeah.
it makes me like long for that, like reminiscent for that. So
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I love that. Do we got the other one from you here? No. Or do you
No,
have anything else that you want us to play?
I just have that. I mean, I have like a remix I could send.
Yeah, feel free. I'm gonna put us. So I've got my song that I'm obsessed with right now. And have you guys ever like found a song and then you find out it's like fucking like a year old, but it's still like a banger, and you're like, it doesn't really matter. It just gets stuck in your head. So I ended up getting that, and it was a I'm sure a lot of you have heard it at this point, but it's a flip of Julia Wolf, her song "In My Room." And so this is the VIP version of it, which I don't know, I really like, but yeah. So anyways, I don't know if I'm gonna end up playing this or if it's gonna throw into the sets, but this is definitely kind of a vibe that if I go housey, might end up picking up on a little bit. Cool, sick. Let's do. Shout out again, Meta, for all the production, and Martian for being here, and you guys in the chat. It's been fun. Again, we're here every bi-week doing this. We're adding a couple different segments. This is a new one. So is that also not, that also does not work. Hating on me. Yeah, you know what's stuck in my head is actually Sad Machine. Yeah.
oh, I realized my mic is not for the but I realized that's, you know, I can't complain. I always
Never.
have Goodbye for a World. You know what I mean? Anytime I think about what exit shot what song should I play to close out the stream? No matter what I play in my head, I'm like, it should be Goodbye to a World, and then it starts. Oh damn! It started.
All right. Yeah. So this is the one that's been stuck in my head.
Here we go. That's a link. That's a link I can use. HD.
Have fun with that one.
Oh whoa!
Yeah.
I want your things in my room. I miss you all of the time. I stalk myself on the internet just to see what you will find. I want your things in my room. I miss you all of the time. You make it look so easy, leaving everything behind. I want your things in my room. I miss you all of the time. I stalk myself on the internet just to see what you will find. 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 You make it look so easy, leaving everything behind. I want your things in my room.
miss you all the time. I stalk myself on the internet just to see what you'll find. I want your things in my room. I miss you all the time. You make it look so easy, leaving everything up. I want your things in my room. I miss you all the time. I stalk myself on the internet just to see what you'll find. I want your things in my room. I miss you all the time. You make it look so easy, leaving everything up. I like when it's dark out. October will cure me. I'm walking these woods and I 30 or 13. Not asking for much, man. Thought maybe you'd call me. I slid my home door just to say if there's more in there. I want your things in my room. I miss you all the time. I stalk myself on the internet just to see what you'll find. 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 You make it look so easy, leaving everything behind. I want your things in my room. I miss you all the time. I stalk myself on the internet just to see what you'll find. I want your things in my room. I miss you all the time. You make it look so easy, leaving everything behind.
Man, you played both traps on that one, bud.
Dude, I had to, man. It got to man. Those vocals are so cool. Again,
I told you to get stuck in my head. It's one that I'm obsessed with, man. It's why it.
Again, that just goes into again. This is why, like, again, that's it's what those organic elements, those stuff that like you tell AI to put shit out all day, but like when you start like chopping it like actual shit, like that's the artisticness that comes into it, and that to me was just so original, so catchy, and again we're talking about Porter Robinson stuff, like oh cool, that sounds like a new Porter Robinson track, like again you're in the same vibe spectrum, just I definitely vibed with it the whole time.
Yeah, man, it caught me. It was one of those that I caught on somebody's Instagram reel, and then this I went down the rabbit hole. The original is fucking incredible. If you guys are a fan of like rock, like Paramore type stuff, go listen to the original. Oh, the feel, the depth, it is absolutely incredible. But they do a really good one here, and then they have a VIP, which is also really, really good. So it doesn't need much promotion, but again, it's just been stuck in my fucking head, and loved it. So we're gonna end the night here though with our original from Martian, right? What did you send us?
It's a flip. I sent a flip.
Fuck yeah.
The original's not quite ready.
That's okay. So walk us through it a little bit.
Yeah, I started the year with just trying to do a flip a month. And then this one I had been working on for like 2 months, and I just kind of realized partly through the year that like my production quality went down significantly the more I try to rush it out. So I kind of took a step back from that and focus on actually making quality content versus just trying to get stuff out. But this was the first one I released in January. Party Rock Anthem. I have issues like with copyright. Like I'll put Party Rock up there and it's instantly flagged, but then I see someone else like post it just fine, or like I have the same issue with like a Clarity remix. Like some guy like copyrighted it on his remix, but then I don't know. It's weird rules, but yeah. Anyway.
SoundCloud is weird for sure.
Yeah.
But so this is the LMFAO Party Rock flip, right?
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, infectious ass. Fucking everybody knows that one. Okay, cool. Yeah, all right, guys. We're gonna listen to this through. Then we're gonna hit you with some more promo just to let you know where to find us this weekend, all that sort of stuff. Kind of close it out with Martian. But we're gonna listen to the song, and again, thank you guys so much for being here. Look out for the YouTube and the clips.
Hell yeah.
Party rock. Yeah. Woo. Let's go. Everybody's in the house tonight. Everybody's gonna have a good day I'm shuffling, shuffling. Every day I'm shuffling. Every day I'm shuffling, 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 shuffle, shuffling, shuffling. Shuffling, shuffling, shuffle, shuffling, shuffling, shuffling. Every day I'm shuffling.
Hi, Mr. Martian. I see you, bro. I see
Wow,
you.
dude, that is killer.
Yeah, that was a fun one to make. I know it's all over the place, but there was just so many directions you can go with that. Like every day I'm shuffling. Like I wanted something fast, like fast-paced shuffling. I don't know if that's a thing yet. I haven't seen it. So
You hit so many of those beats. I honestly don't even think it was too all over the place. Like everything, I loved each like section of it. Also, I just you like you said, you did everything that I would want someone to do every minute, like shuffle and shuffle it, shuffle and shuffle it. You know, those little things, but then also using the just the actual like chords and the actual like melody. Just it was like, man, just way to use all the different parts of it so interestingly.
Thank you.
Oop, I was gonna say I like that for sure. It just as a remix, like we were talking about earlier on the Spiders one. It's an amplification of the song in the best way, and I feel like using those original elements and keeping it, it's super dope. I think a lot of people would play this out at many different places because again, not only is it so diverse, but it matches the original in familiarity. So is that out for people to?
Yeah, that's a public link. It's hard to find because I had to use the acronym, but PRA Martian Flip, and I had to lower the vocals too. I copyright. It's fun.
I'm linking in the chat for y'all, so then you can go and support the boy if you want to get the original download and all that with the regular vocals. Yeah, man, guys, thank you again. We had such a great response today. Again, just congratulations to our winners, Fling at the Experimental Sin stage. We're so excited to see you open with us. And then again, shout out to Lilac Silk and for her main stage opener slot performance, competition winning thing, all the words and keywords there. No, congratulations. Going to open up for us on main stage. And then shout out to Allbro. I think it deserves the runner up on that for main stage. You had a really amazing stuff. All you producers, if you don't know, again, going forward, we will be submitting and taking tracks from our Discord. We have linked it in there. There is a fresh, non-expired link to my understanding. Please go. And if not, just DM us on whatever. We will be able to, if you put into the chats there, you'll see that there's a submission thing. If 5 people like it, it goes on the starboard. It tells you all about it. So all of our links are all on the different things in all of our socials. So I'm not going to sit there and spam it, but please look out for the VOD that'll be on here. Share it with your friends. We will be back in 2 weeks with another guest, K Volks, who's really dope. And then we're going to do another surprise homie that I have yes to say potentially. So yeah, we'll see. But thank you guys again. Have the best night. See you in Insomnia Fest, Volume 16, August 1st, this weekend, 10 p.m. Come see us all. They're on at 1. I'm on at midnight.
Yo, you got to drop that Jimenez flip in our back-to-back, man. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, absolutely. It's happening. If you don't think it's already loaded.
All right, good. All right.
Yeah, why don't I play the rest of it out as we leave?
There you go. Hey, what a good promo, huh?
Yeah.
It's like this guy has a show or something. All right, y'all. Have the best one. We love you. Thank you again. See you in 2 weeks. And Insomnia Fest.
¡Viva la raza!